All right, breaking news from Tom Pelissero. Tom Pelissero's very good, and he has real sources with the Raiders. The Raiders are hiring Mike McCoy as assistant head coach. Per sources, McCoy, 53, spent 4 years as the Chargers head coach and finished last season as the Titans interim coach, an experienced addition to Clint Kubiak's staff. All right, that's a big deal here for a number of reasons, which I kind of like initially with this for a few reasons. Number one, I was dying to know who's going to be his assistant head coach. Now it looks like we know. Former head coach recently. I love guys who run a building, run practices, coming in with someone who hasn't yet. And the fact that it's another sharp quarterback whisperer, coach mind in the room with potentially Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, no, you get first off, before you even get to the Fernando Mendoza thing, you get a guy who has a track record with dealing with quarterbacks even before, going back to the Chargers and what he's able to do with guys like Tyrod Taylor and even Phillip Rivers on the back end, Justin Herbert a little bit. So I think he has a lot of really good experience, but also you have to go to the fact that he also did a lot of good things with Cam Ward last year.
Right.
When he was let go and he had to step up and be their interim, I think what he was able to do just in that position and be able to help Cam Ward develop. And now Cam Ward is about to be in a really good situation with Saleh, and they really the Titans are kind of setting him up to do really great things. And I think that comes off of the back end of kind of what we literally just saw with McCoy. So, I think he has the track record to back it up. And also just Clint Kubiak being a first-time head coach, really young guy, you kind of need that in the building.
Well, what I thought, and I wanted to share this because I didn't know Mike McCoy was going to get this position. It's just hasn't been confirmed by the Raiders again. But breaking news, Tom Pelissero, the Raiders are hiring Mike McCoy as an assistant head coach, and we know he's on the offensive side. So Brian Callahan, who's the head coach of the Titans, who I like a lot. He's Bill Callahan's son.
Right.
And he took the Titans, and why did he get fired? Because he took the worst job in the league. Why did Pete Carroll get fired? Pete Carroll took a team where he couldn't win. He didn't have great talent, but he got fired after 1 year because he couldn't win. Brian Callahan went to the Giants, and he's going there as like a quarterback coach. That's a head coach that didn't go to OC because John Harbaugh got one. So now you're getting a head coach under your head coach in OC, which adds more depth to Jackson Dart. And I think there's another name in the mix with Jackson Dart, too, in that building. So I'm expecting even more from Clint Kubiak. I'm expecting Mike McCoy, assistant head coach. And as I'm seeing here, it does not say offensive coordinator. I don't know exactly. I don't want to put words in Clint Kubiak's mouth.
Right.
But I'm expecting that offensive coaching room to still have another big splash, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And granted, I think this is just the guy who's going to be the glue. And I hate to go back to old regimes, but while we're on it, there's a guy, Joe Philbin.
Yes.
Who I think
love Joe Philbin.
People don't really understand the impact that Joe Philbin had on the team and on the locker room, especially when you're going 4-13 and 3-14. You don't see it. But just him as a former head coach, a guy that has so much experience, he brought a lot out of that team that was needed, and he helped Antonio Pierce so much. And I think that he was also being able to kind of still be a glue guy under the Pete Carroll administration as well. So I think with a guy like Mike McCoy, you're getting someone who has the experience, especially underneath a guy that doesn't necessarily have the experience, who is able to kind of be the glue. And obviously, Clinton is going to bring in another offensive mastermind to be his OC, who can be another splash guy, another guy on the come up that he's very comfortable with. So we can expect that. But more than anything, more than the play calling and the X's and O's of things, I think Mike McCoy is going to be great just for development and for experience.
Levi Edwards in studio for an hour. You get to call Levi Edwards directly.